Carol, I'll make this as brief as I can. I am very concerned about the quality of background screening that's going on in the church industry these days. It wasn't anything like this 10 years ago, but in today's world, it's we're going to check a checkbox and go on down the road. To this father of four, that is not okay. Anyone that works at a background check company knows that the only way to get a definitive background check on your applicant, that is to say one that brings back conviction records, if conviction records are out there, the only way to do that is to follow up your nationwide criminal and sex offender database poll with a social security number trace that tells me anywhere that your applicant has transacted anything using that social security number in the last 7 years. And I don't care whether it was their maiden name, their formerly married name, their middle name, or they misspelled their name. As long as they use their social security number to transact it, I'm going to find them. And I'm going to use that where have they been history to tell me where I'm going to direct my network of county researchers that live all over this fine country that we have had and used for the last 25 years to properly run background checks. I'm going to have those folks get on the telephone, go in person, or somehow in-person check with the actual clerk of the county for each of the last 7 years of address history on your applicant. And not just address history, anywhere they've done anything transacted using their social security number. So if your applicant moved away to California for a few years to become an actor and find themselves and got themselves into a little bit of trouble while they're out there, I'm going to know they're out there, and I'm not going to use a database poll because it doesn't work. I don't know what percent of the time, but you just found out the hard way that even counties like Tarrant County, which supposedly report to a database poll, only do so part of the time. And you're kidding yourself and the parents of the children you're trying to protect if you're telling yourself that a database poll works in Tarrant County all the time. It obviously just failed for you. And it's not just your county, it's every county in this country. The only way to know for sure whether your applicant has conviction records in a given county is to get a hold of the clerk and ask them. And that's what we do here at Christian Background Checks every day of the week. Whether your applicant has one county in their last 7 years of history or 6 counties in their last 7 years of history, I'm going to check them all. Because any vendor that tells you that checking a current county of residence is enough is not telling you what they would do for their own kids' caregivers, because we all know that statistically, if someone gets a conviction record in their current county, they're gonna move. And so checking current county of residence is the worst way to try to conduct a background check. You've got to look at all the counties they've transacted something in the last 7 years. And Carol, it isn't free to do that. I can't discount my price to do that for you because I'm making it so skinny at the price that I put in the email for you, which is $22. It's the same for you as it is for a church that does one background check as it is the church that does 1,000 background checks, because that is as close to cost as I can get, because I'm talking about living human beings doing these checks. And Carol, if you'll do it that way, you're going to get conviction records 99% of the time instead of whatever percent you're getting them right now. I hope you hear what I'm saying. I've given you the details in my email. Thanks for your interest.